Everybody please stand up. Cierra los ojos, close your eyes, and take a deep breath. Vamos. Dos más. Y la última. Very good. Namaste a todos. Buenas tardes. You can have a seat. A veces me da vértigo, so me voy a quedar aquí para estar segura que no me don't pass out. Buenas tardes a todos. Me llamo Katina Rojas Joy, soy puertorriqueña. Mami es de Guánica, papi es de Santurce y yo viví en Cataño. En los próximos 8 minutos espero hablar, bueno, la meta es hablarle a ustedes the importance of connections. ¿Y por qué? Porque para mí el success, y digo success in air quotes, my success was not based on good grades, it wasn't based on having a padrino, and it wasn't based on a top-notch education. I did not have any of that. In fact, my mother was 1 paycheck away from being on welfare. I was lucky if I got a B+ in school. And just like the justice, I struggled with grammar and English. So as a result, what came naturally to me was connecting and selling. I can sell, I can connect, I can sell, I can connect. I can connect you to her, I can connect you to her. I can connect anybody in this room to anybody if I feel like doing it. And how do I define that? Is your idea disruptive? Are you thinking of something that's cheaper, faster, better, more efficient? Are you meeting an unmet market need? Or is your idea so out of this world that I feel compelled to connect you? The relationships that I forge take time. I work at it. I cherish them. If I forge a relationship with you, it's our relationship. It's a private relationship. I am not going to promote it. I'm not going to go on social media and post pictures of us unless I ask you first. Because my connections that I work very hard at are my intellectual property. And why would I give my intellectual property away? That's like you have a recipe de un limber de tamarindo. Y el limber tuyo es el mejor limber en Levittown. You're not going to give that recipe away. You might give it away to somebody who you trust. So what my hope is that I'm going to demonstrate to you how I got here, how the justice got here, and then I'm going to circle back to Access Latina. So I didn't come up with this title, Lucien did. But the reality is that we are all connected, whether you realize it or not. This is my Twitter handle. Entrate al Twitter, o como decimos en el blog, Facebook. Facebook is F-E-Y-B-U, Facebook, o el Intelgram. So SCOTUS is Supreme Court of the United States. I call this my friendship map, because when you look at friendships and relationships, think of it as a map. So some of you might be asking, oye, ¿y cómo Lucien y Carlos aseguraron a la justicia, a la jueza hoy? It was a collective effort. It wasn't just one person. 25 years ago, otra puertorriqueña, Gina Amaro Rudan de Arecibo, who works at Google, she's the highest ranking Puerto Rican at Google now. That's her hashtag. We became friends 25 years ago. We're still friends today. Gina met someone named Nancy Santiago Negron, otra puertorriqueña. They became friends. Gina says, you have to meet Nancy. 4 years ago, Nancy receives an appointment to serve as a political appointee in the Obama administration, and we become friends. Nancy has to move to Washington, doesn't have a place to live. I connected with her instantly. I said, Nancy, you can live and stay with us until you find a place to stay. Nancy lived in our basement with my husband and 2 boys. A side note, Nancy's husband is Salsero Frankie Negron, and my husband used to make Frankie pancakes. Nancy becomes good friends with César Francia. César Francia es un venezolano from the University of Miami who was Justice Sotomayor's first aide to Chambers. So in 2009, when she was confirmed, she put out a call. 1,000 young people applied to be her aide to Chambers. Cesar, who at the time was not a citizen and went to the University of Miami, got the job. The reason why I mention his school, while it is important and I promote, and I hope my boys can one day go to Stanford or Harvard, you don't need an Ivy League education. The justice's first aide to Chambers was a Latino who was not a citizen from the University of Miami. Cesar and I became friends. My family met him. I asked him to tutor my boys in Spanish. Cesar goes on to law school. When he got into NYU, he didn't have a computer, so Nancy and I chipped in and we bought him a MacBook Pro. Cesar leaves the Chambers. He introduces me to Natalie Trigo, Puertorriqueña from Comprometidos, who's now a first year at Harvard Law. Same thing. I become friends with Natalie. We meet, we hang out. I have her over to my house. We become friends. Natalie leaves. Here comes Ileana Cruz Mardin. Same thing. I email her. We hang out. We meet. And 3 months ago, over coffee, le digo, mira, Lucien va a tener una conferencia y yo creo that you would be a great speaker. Y Ileana me dice, ¿yo? ¿Por qué? What do you mean? ¿Por qué? Ileana, una joven como tú, puertorriqueña, la primera aide to Chambers. Y me dice, déjame pensarlo. I said, let me connect you to Lucien. That is how the justice ended up here today. Okay. María Cristina Noguera González Noguera, MAC. About 2 years ago, when I was in the administration, I find out that the First Lady's Communications Director es una puertorriqueña, que se llama María Cristina González Noguera. I go crazy. Yo no la conozco. I said, I have to meet this girl. I email Rosanna Rosado. She's the current New York Secretary of State. And I was very honest and forthright. I want to meet Mac. I just want to meet her because I want to meet her. Rosanna sends an email right away. She didn't hesitate because she trusted me and we were friends. Mac responds. I said, Mac, I want to set up a lunch for you in Washington. Me dice, está bien. I set up the lunch. At that lunch, Frances Colon, who you're going to meet later, Dr. Frances Colon, that's her hashtag, Natalie Trigo, Nancy Santiago Negron. We have the lunch, and then Maria Cristina introduces me to Abigail Golden Vasquez, who is here today from the Aspen Institute. Golden es judía, Vasquez es puertorriqueña. So then Mac and I become friends. We have coffee, we meet, we hang out. Maria Cristina me llama un día y me dice a mí, tengo un favorcito. I'm like, what's up? Quiero que ayude una amiga mía de Tufts. Creo que fueron a Tufts. Lucien, you went to Tufts? Creo que fueron a Tufts. Me dice, mira, tengo una amiga que se llama Lucien y tiene un proyecto. ¿La puedes ayudar? Como yo ya confiaba en Mac, dije, bueno, pass her along to me. So I get a one-page PDF that needed a lot of work. But I trusted Mac, and in the PDF, it said, Desarrollo económico de mujeres en Puerto Rico, que si esto, que si lo otro. I said, okay, this is interesting. Y la razón por que yo creía que era interesante es because in 1996 yo trabajé con la doctora Antonia Pantoja, please Google her if you don't know who she is, en Canóvanas, en una organización sin fines de lucro que se llamaba Producir. At that time, la doctora Pantoja had an incubator in Canóvanas. This was 1996, this was before Guayacán, Francis. So yo dije, bueno, esto me está interesante. I said, okay, connect me to Lucien. Mac connects me to Lucien. Lucien introduces me to Marta Michelle Colón, and I met them. Y eso fue como un 4th of July. We met, and the energy was instant. So now what do I have to do? I have to connect Marta Michelle and Lucien to everybody else. And the relationship map is as this. I connect her to Gina Amaro Rudan in Google, Nancy Santiago Negron, Abigail Golden Vasquez. And this is a group email. Después, I introduced her to Julianne Cromet, otra boricua en Google. Alejandra Castillo, una dominicana en la administración. Angélica Pérez, Jonathan Jayes Green, who's also here today, Frances Colón, the list goes on and on and on and on. Catherine Cuellar Fuente es la que está haciendo Comes Aquí Hoy. So I send a group email, and because they trust me, they respond right away. There is no incentive and no reason for someone to accept or respond to your email if they don't trust you, or if they don't connect, or if they don't trust you, or if they question your integrity or your intent. So yo arranqué, y creo que en el subject hice algo, making a Puerto Rican connection. Eso fue lo que dije. No dije, están buscando recursos, están buscando un espacio, necesitan un trabajo. Yo dije, making a Puerto Rican connection. Y arrancaron. And they all reached out to them. So then, Abigail Golden Vázquez connects me to her colleague at the Aspen Institute. Porque yo le digo a Abigail que tengo un interés en salud, específicamente chronic disease. Abigail introduces me to her colleague. I keep in touch with her colleague. 2 years later, I'm an Aspen Health Scholar. I turn around, and then I nominate Catherine Cuello, Marta Michel, Gina Amaro, Jonathan Enrique Rivera, and now they're all Aspen Institute scholars. Why? Because we trust each other. The relation, I'm almost done. Ahora, Jonathan Jayes Green está aquí, no sé dónde. Currently, I work for a durable medical equipment company que se llama Respira, y mi jefa es Latina. Maria recruited me for many, many, many years to join her, but I resisted. So in 2013, when I finally left, yo dije, let me do this, and I joined 8 months ago. Obviamente, Jonathan and I now share a desk, but Jonathan was the one that served as the intermediary for me to get the job. Jonathan, are you here? Stand up. Ay, míralo ahí, qué lindo. Mira, Jonathan. So, finalmente voy a cerrar con lo siguiente. Y esto lo voy a hacer en español. So, bear with me. Distingue tus contactos de tus conexiones. Y haz tu investigación y análisis antes de hacer conexiones. Now the connections need to be made. No te sientas obligada a hacer conexiones. Participar de todas las reuniones y aprende a decir que no. No, señor, no, gracias, no, thank you, I can't, not today, not tomorrow. Mujeres, por favor, no tenemos que decir que sí, decir que no si no tienes el tiempo. No todo dinero es buen dinero. Dicho eso, cuando sea apropiado, pregunta, ¿cuál es el presupuesto? ¿Cuánto me vas a pagar? ¿Me va a cubrir el travel? ¿Va a cubrir ground transportation? ¿No me puedes pagar? Can you make a donation to my nonprofit? Especialmente a las mujeres. Negotiate and ask to be paid. Gone are the days of people using us for our intellectual property and our ideas and not getting paid for it. Do not do it. So if I could leave you with one thing today, negotiate, negotiate, negotiate. Si estás en San Francisco y quieren ir a Puerto Rico, I need first class. Y si voy a viajar por 6 horas, my talk needs to be 40 minutes. ¿No me puedes pagar? You're covering all of my costs. ¿No me puedes pagar? I need a donation done to my nonprofit. ¿No me puedes pagar? No lo puedo hacer. That's it. Because there's always going to be someone else who's willing to do it for free. Let them do it. Te quiero mucho. Namaste. Take a deep breath. Wonderful day. Ajá. Y adoro a Lin-Manuel Miranda. Vi a Hamilton 2 veces.